When you're dealing with a multi-million-dollar property, whether it's for an estate, a divorce, or a really complex sale, getting the value right is absolutely everything. But what if the way most of these unique homes are valued is just fundamentally flawed? Today, we're going to talk about why a defensible valuation is the only number that truly matters in these high-stakes situations.
So, let's start with a question that seems pretty simple on the surface. Is a luxury home just a more expensive house? It sounds obvious, right? But how you answer this question can mean the difference between protecting your client's wealth and, frankly, leaving millions of dollars on the table.
And the answer is a clear, resounding no. A luxury property is not just a house with a bigger price tag. It's a completely different class of asset. It's unique. Often it's one of a kind. And that means you simply can't use the same cookie-cutter approach that works for a typical suburban home. Your standard appraisal just wasn't built for this.
And that leads us straight to the core of the problem. When you bring in a general appraiser for a highly specialized asset, you're not just getting a simple valuation, you're actually introducing a massive risk into the equation. Let's really dig into why these standard approaches can fail so spectacularly.
Look at this, it's really a domino effect. A generalist uses basic comps or comparisons that just don't apply to unique properties. That immediately leads to ambiguity and errors. Then they might rely on vague market sentiment, which completely falls apart under cross-examination in court. A standard license? That's just a minimum requirement. It's not proof of expertise for this kind of work. And the result of all this? Your client's equity is at risk, and ultimately your own professional reputation can take a serious hit.
And let's be really clear. For the kind of work you do, we're talking contentious litigation, complex estate settlements, really difficult matrimonial dissolutions. Ambiguity isn't just a minor issue, it is a massive liability. It's the one thing that can unravel your entire case.
Okay, so if the standard approach is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's not about finding a slightly better generalist. The solution is to demand a completely different, higher standard of expertise. It's called the Certified Specialist Standard.
Now I want you to take a look at this number. Just let it sink in for a second. Less than 1%. What do you think this tiny fraction represents?
It represents the absolute elite. Fewer than 1% of all appraisers in the entire country have earned the Certified Luxury Home Appraiser, or CLHA, credential. This isn't just another piece of paper. It's a powerful signal of true, specialized mastery in a field where very, very few can actually qualify.
So what does being a CLHA actually mean? Well, it's a voluntary elite credential. Earning it proves that an appraiser has mastered the complex, almost forensic valuation methods you need for these unique, high-value assets. Honestly, it's the difference between a family doctor and a neurosurgeon. Both are doctors, but you only want one of them operating on your brain. And this is exactly where accurate appraisals comes into the picture. They don't just meet the standard, they embody it, bringing a true forensic-level approach to every single valuation they perform. Their entire methodology rests on three critical pillars. First, CLHA Certified Authority. This gives them the specialized credentials to value assets in the top 1% of the market here in New York. Second, a forensic methodology. This means they go way beyond basic comps, using empirical data to actually quantify the financial impact of things like architectural provenance, air rights, or historical significance. And third, they use industry-leading technology to guarantee the absolute integrity and accuracy of every single assessment.
And here's the bottom line, the ultimate benefit for you and your clients. Their reports aren't just appraisal documents. They're engineered from the ground up to withstand the absolute highest levels of scrutiny in New York State courts. They're built for battle.
So how does all this expertise and technology actually work in practice? Let's quickly walk through their proven and totally transparent process. It's a really straightforward three-step process. Step 1 is a rapid conflict check. This is crucial to guarantee their status as an unbiased, disinterested third party. Step 2 is that deep dive forensic inspection, where they uncover those hidden, non-obvious value drivers. And finally, Step 3, you get a certified USPAP compliant report that is 100% ready for legal filing. No extra steps needed.
So, let's bring this all together. At the end of the day, your fundamental responsibility is to protect your client's equity. And the only way to do that with certainty is with data-backed, unimpeachable authority. And they deliver this authority efficiently. You're not waiting around for months. The standard turnaround for a full certified report is just 7 to 10 business days. And if you're on a critical deadline, expedited service is also available. The next step really is simple. Don't leave a multi-million-dollar assets valuation to chance, and definitely don't leave it to a generalist. The right move is to contact Accurate Appraisals for a technical consultation on the specific needs of your case.
So I'll leave you with this one last crucial question to ask yourself. Right now, at this very moment, is your client's most valuable asset truly protected by the kind of data-backed, defensible authority that will hold up in court no matter what? If there's even a shadow of a doubt in your mind, you know exactly what to do.